The concrete nap. You know what's funny about industrial accidents? They always start with someone doing exactly what they've done 1,000 times before. Just another Tuesday, just another shift, just another, and then suddenly it's not. Meet our first guy. Let's call him Danny. Danny worked at a concrete plant in the Midwest, early 2000s. His job? Maintaining the massive mixing silos where thousands of pounds of wet concrete churned 24/7. Routine maintenance. Climb in during shutdown, scrape the hardened buildup off the walls, climb out. He'd done it hundreds of times. Except this time, Danny decided to save 20 minutes. The silo wasn't fully shut down, just running on low. Barely moving, really. And Danny figured, reasonably he thought, that he could hop in, do a quick scrape of the accessible areas, and hop out before anyone noticed the concrete was only rotating slowly. He'd just stay near the access hatch. Just kidding, that's not what happened at all. What happened was Danny climbed in, got his footing, and immediately realized his mistake when the mixer's rotation caught his boot. In concrete work, there's this thing called slow-speed crushing. It's exactly what it sounds like. The mixer didn't tear him apart. It wasn't dramatic. It was methodical. The rotating drum pulled him in gradually, pressing him against the curved wall with several tons of force while wet concrete filled every space around him. His coworkers found him 40 minutes later when someone finally noticed he wasn't responding on the radio. By then, Danny had become a permanent installation. They had to demolish part of the silo to recover what was left, which wasn't much that looked human. The Midnight Baker bakeries smell amazing. Warm bread, vanilla, sugar. Very comforting. Very wholesome. Unless you're the overnight maintenance guy at an industrial bakery in New Jersey, circa 2008, our second victim, let's call him Marcus, worked the graveyard shift maintaining the commercial dough mixers. These aren't KitchenAid stand mixers. These are industrial machines with bowls the size of bathtubs and dough hooks that could mix 300 pounds of bread dough. The hooks rotate with enough torque to bend rebar. Marcus was supposed to wait for the mixer to stop completely before reaching in to clean the hooks, but the machine was taking forever to spin down, and Marcus had 6 more to clean before his shift ended. So he did what every person who's ever died in an industrial accident has done. He figured he knew better. He reached in while it was still rotating slowly, barely moving. The dough hook caught his sleeve, then his arm, then the rest of him. The machine didn't have an emergency stop within reach. Great design, guys. And the hook continued its rotation for another full minute before the automatic timer shut it off. In that minute, Marcus was rotated through the bowl 6 times. The hook didn't just hit him, it wound him up like pasta around a fork. His coworker found him when she came back from break. She quit immediately and never worked food service again. Can't really blame her. They say she still won't eat bread. The mixer was destroyed, not for safety reasons, but because they couldn't get it clean enough to ever use again. The tire inflation specialist truck tires are big, like really big. Semi-truck tires can be 4 feet tall and weigh 110 pounds. And they hold air pressure of around 100 psi. That's roughly 7 times the pressure of a car tire. Now imagine one of those exploding in your face. Texas, 2014. Truck repair shop. Our third guy, let's call him Carlos, was a tire technician. His job was mounting and inflating the massive tires used on 18-wheelers. It's skilled work. You need to know what you're doing. Carlos knew what he was doing, except he got complacent. The tire he was inflating had a damaged rim, a crack in the metal wheel that the tire mounts onto. Standard procedure says you inspect the rim, reject it if it's damaged, and order a replacement. But the truck driver needed to get back on the road, and Carlos figured the crack was small enough that it'd hold. He mounted the tire, started inflating it, got to about 80 psi. The rim failed. When a tire that size explodes, it doesn't just pop, it detonates. The blast wave alone can kill you. But Carlos was standing directly in front of it, so he got the full force. The tire separated from the rim at approximately 200 miles per hour and hit him in the chest like a wrecking ball. The impact threw him across the shop about 15 feet and into a concrete wall. Every rib shattered. Both lungs collapsed. His heart stopped instantly from the blunt force trauma. His coworker, standing